I'm ready. Hang on one second. Hey guys, welcome back to my Corvette channel. It's great to have you here. And thanks everybody for the recent support. I see the subscriber numbers are going up. That is extremely important to my long-term goals and things that I plan to do with you guys on the channel. It's absolutely free. So if you've taken the time to do that recently, thanks again. I really do appreciate that. And thanks again for all the support on our Sunday Coffee with Conti video. Man, we had a lot of fun doing that, and over 200 comments. Wow, you guys. I'll tell you what, that's the one thing I like about the audience I have on my channel. You guys are engaging, you're involved, and I know a lot of you love to read the comments and kind of feed off each other. I learn from you guys. It's pretty cool, and you'll know that I've read your comment if you see a little heart symbol right there underneath your comment. Now, if I've not replied, I don't have time to do that to everyone, and it would be easy to do because you guys provide so much nice feedback. But if I put a heart there, you know that I read your comment. So thank you for taking the time to do that. A lot of people said, hey Rick, that video was a lot of fun on Sunday, but how did you pull off using the Star Wars music? Well, I was thankful. So thankful that I got to use that music. Now, my video was demonetized, and that's fine. I didn't care. But that video, the Stormtrooper send-off, yeah, man, we needed to have Star Wars music. I got that special intro made. It was so much fun. If you missed that video, there's a link down below in the description. And you guys have no idea how hard that was to film. Just myself with one camera. Thank goodness my son Ryan helped out with the drone. That added another element to the video, but many times we had to stop in just filming our segments because traffic kept driving by. Come on, come on, come on. Now you folks know that that took a lot of effort to put that video together, and you acknowledged it in your comments, and I thank you so much for that. But how about our driver, Doug? He had no idea that I was doing this. They're on a time schedule. I felt so bad holding him up. I said, hey man, I gotta kind of do this in costume, out of costume. Basically, it took a lot longer to send that Corvette off than I think he and I both anticipated. But I appreciate Doug participating. He had no idea that I was doing that. I said, hey, I need you to do this, this, and this, and this. And I had my fake gun, and he knew I was gonna fake shoot him. You guys saw me give him a little direction on Friday's teaser video. I'm gonna jump down. And when I jump down, I'm going to shoot you.
Okay, so where am I supposed to?
I want you to stand right here. Stand right here. And then when I shoot you,
right here.
And when I shoot you, I want the arms up in the air like you got shot. And he did this in one take. Little did he know, though, I didn't tell him that I was actually going to shoot him with those little rubber balls that were inside the gun. So I think that kind of added to the effect. But he did it in one take. Look at this. And if there was a supporting actor role on YouTube, well, that would go to our friend Doug, the driver. Check this out one more time. Way to go, Doug. Arms up in the air, he's shot. He's like, well, wait a minute, did you really? Yes, I did. That's the kind of fun we love to have, promoting Corvette, sharing the people that are buying Corvette right here on this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I appreciate that. Hey, what are you going to do next? I don't know. We'll think of something. Hey, coming up in today's upload, we're going to finish with a ride segment for you guys. Thanks for sending in your pictures. I do appreciate sharing as many as I can every time that we do a Tuesday upload. What I want to talk about right now is something that the C8 Corvette doesn't have, and I think that we need. And once I tell you what this is, I think that you'll certainly want to have it. But how come Cadillac has it? When it comes to Corvette, you love to personalize your car. There's nothing wrong with that individuality. It's kind of like a guy wearing a matching hat, jacket, shoes, and socks. Well, how about a matching key fob? That's right, on Instagram, I came across this picture, a matching Cadillac key fob. Now, how cool is that? That it looks like Elkhart Lake Blue, but how cool would it be to have a Corvette key fob in torch red to match your car, Arctic white, rapid blue? Take a close look at this key fob. This would be easy to do. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but there's a seam right here, and there's a piece right here that comes across. There's a seam right there. So they could do this. And if they did that, I know you guys would want it. Yeah, they would probably charge for it. We would pay for it, but how cool would it be to have a matching key fob? It is the little things, you guys, that make a difference. Now, what I did is I reached out to my friend in Canada, Morgan Crosby, that works at a Chevrolet Cadillac dealership, and I said, hey, this Cadillac matching key fob thing, is that on all Cadillacs? And he goes, you know what, that's pretty interesting. and he took time out of his day to do a quick video on that very subject. Here's Morgan.
Hey Rick, it's Morgan Crosby. Thanks for reaching out, and also congratulations on the great win last night. The Bills Mafia are also in the playoffs, and I'm excited to see what comes about with these two great teams making it into the playoffs for the first time in a very long time. Now, your question is right on the money with a great suggestion that maybe General Motors will consider for a mid-cycle refresh. I was thinking about the same thing on my last video about some constructive ideas that maybe are going to come out on the new mid-cycle refresh, and I'm actually just in the final stages of completing that video for myself. So I'm really excited to see what else you come up with ideas. I think that what you've suggested so far is really great. Here I have a regular Cadillac key, and it's a very similar key if you have a Corvette, as it's the exact same one that you get on your C8. Now I also have some other keys here, and one of them is in a blue, and then we've also got one that is very close to what you would have with your Edge Red. I initially thought that this had to do with the V series that Cadillac is coming out with on the CT4 and the CT5. They already have a CT6, but it did not have any keys that were different. And so I started looking around my lot, and I found that there were a couple of these Cadillacs that had it, but also some that did not. I looked into it a little bit more with the actual builds on the Cadillacs, and one thing that came right away was the calipers. If you look right over here, the calipers are almost the exact same as what you would have with the Edge Red. And when I look at a breakdown of the build on this Cadillac, you'll see here that it has an upgraded brake option. Now, when I went into that same program that we use to design our Corvettes, I saw that when you select that option, a new option came about asking me if I wanted a blue or a red caliper. And so that is where the key fob colors come from. It has to do with the brake calipers, then you select them, what color your key is. So if they've already come up with two colors on here, I wonder if it would be easier for them to be able to make another 12 awesome Corvette colors for your key as well. It has nothing to do with the exterior paint. It just happens to be by chance that this Cadillac over here is in blue with blue calipers, and that this one over here is in Victory Red, and then we've got the Edge Red down there. Now, this is only something that came about on the 2021 model years. So this is a 2020 over here, and it actually doesn't have a painted caliper. This is the key to it right here, and it doesn't have it. So this is only a recent option that they didn't even announce. It's kind of fun that sometimes General Motors will leave us some little cool tidbits, and I think that you're right on the money with making a great suggestion about having this as an exterior color option, kind of similar to what Porsche does with their keys. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'm really excited to see this episode once you finally post it.
Yeah, Morgan, thank you again for taking the time out of your day to share that awesome insight on what's going on with Cadillac that we certainly need on the C8 Corvette. Wouldn't that be cool, guys, to have a matching key fob? I tend to look at things a little bit deeper, a little bit different when it comes to this Corvette. I always have, and I always will. It is all about that individuality. So now that we've thrown it out there, Team Corvette, let's make this happen. Don't make it an accessory. Just make it happen. Colored matching key fobs for your C8 Corvette. Yeah. Now, wasn't that Morgan a nice guy? He and I actually are going to be doing a video together, a little collaboration coming up soon on our channels. But you can follow him on YouTube at Cars and Crosby. Morgan, thanks again. Now, hey, coming up next week, and we'll start that on my Sunday Coffee with Conti show, and every day thereafter, it will be a send-off celebration. I told you that's a thing. Hashtag send off Pat. I've got a lot of deliveries I haven't shared with you guys, and we'll do a different one or multiple ones every single day next week. I'll give you a lineup on who we're going to share, because I know you guys are curious about the cars that people are buying and the people and where they're from that are buying Corvette, that are driving this marketplace. And tomorrow, because man, you guys are so awesome to me. I'm just really shocked by this. They've been sitting here for a couple of weeks now because we've just been that crazy busy. Viewer mail. I've got some unopened gifts that I'll open with you. Got a couple of emails that I'll share with you. That'll be tomorrow on the channel for those of you that love to just kind of hang out, and I'll have a conversation with you guys. But before we do the ride segment, let's go outside. I want to show you one small thing on the C8 Corvette that I really just don't care for. Again, this is not a big deal, but once I point it out, I think that you folks will agree with me. So what I don't like is the placement of the parking brake, or the emergency brake as I like to call it, down here in the lower, way lower left-hand side of your dash. And I guess we were spoiled having it. You know, this is kind of your control center right here when your arm is resting here for your shifter, your mode selector, and I always liked having it right here in C7. Yeah, it was an electronic button, you had to lift it up, but I really liked it on C6. Even though it kind of stood up a little bit high, you still had that lever there, and if you needed that brake, you could just, it was right there, you could just grab it and pull it up. I know that's something minor, but again, as I'm in and out of these cars and discovering it, I'm thinking about the user friendliness for you as an owner. And if you've had Corvette before, again, you're used to having that emergency brake access right there at your fingertips, trying to find it and fumble around for it if you really needed it in an emergency on the lower left-hand side of the dash. I get it, there's really nowhere else to put it right now in C8, but just don't care for that there. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Thanks for watching today's upload. We covered a lot of ground, we had a lot of fun, and brought some neat things to your attention. Matching key fob, yeah, we got to make that happen. I mean, maybe GM has plans to do that on the Z06 model, kind of like what Morgan was talking about on the V series for Cadillac, but no, I'm not down with that. I want it on every single Corvette. Again, individuality. Let's make the special car just a little bit more special. All right, let's wrap up today's video showing off some great looking Corvettes that we call your beautiful rides. Thanks for watching, you guys.
I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one, and I can't wait to see you hindsight is fleeting, oh, and your heart's bleeding, and all you can see is red, till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then, or what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead, 'cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one, and I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait, 'cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you